Me segue. No. What y'all want to hear next? I'm doing something right now. I'm in front of the computer, but I'm not in front of the charts. So just bear with me. What's good? Hold on, let me pause that. Yeah, I just missed a drop. But we about to get this count pass. Just let you guys know that me. So right now, probably today we ain't got no music like that. Probably until later. Can I do that when here? You can't do it. So I have to be going back and forth if I'm using this over here. But I'm missing something on the toolbar or over here. The countdown. But that's that. This is on 1 second. I really can trade anything, bro, with the knowledge I got. But my favorite is Nas 100. So I ain't gonna cap to you. We can just look. It's just climbing for real on buys. And what did it today provide buys? I mean, I'm not toolbar set up for over here. But But I'll be calling price for the first couple minutes, few minutes or so. Because I still gotta determine how many how much I'm gonna risk per trade, what I'm comfortable with. But no way, no way. Oh, I heard that. I gotta run out to the car. Yeah. But while I'm waiting to do that, to decide how much I would risk per trade. Yeah. While we wait on that, I'll just go over what we had happen throughout the day, and what I'm gonna start with is this current session. If we have a silver bullet pop up, or give y'all the opportunity to potentially take a silver bullet model. So for the afternoon sessions, it's between 2 and 3. So our mark those out. It's not 3 o'clock yet, and this is Eastern Standard Time, by the way. But we didn't. So this is our high. This is our low. This was the highest high that it went to before it started coming down and closed below our last bullish candle. And this is I'm looking at a 5 minute currently. So ignore what price is doing. Ignore act like this isn't here. So I know how to do this freaking stuff. So all right, that's enough really. But all I will have to do is just bring it to the front. But, and now you can't see unless I'm hovering over a candle. But this is the high that was put in. This is the low that when we close below this last up candle, this is the low that was put in. So, and we've been bullish and we've been just climbing. So if you have a higher time frame analysis, uh, just most likely we probably had some bullish. We've probably been expecting some kind of bullish silver bullet. So what do we have? We had the high traded to when 2 o'clock open, but it didn't close above it, so we'll still be waiting. But So this is high that's put in, low put in on the 1 minute. You can just look. So it came down, wick, and on here, this is just a full blown retracement on the 1 minute, just up candles and down candles. And this is this wick up is this fast moving up, then the fast moving down is this wick here. Then it felt they take out the low, the overall low, and the low that it sit through. The last low we put in. So we were just consolidating technically within here. So let's go ahead another 5 minutes. Here, the first time we got up to the high, we got a weak break of structure. So we won't consider this right here as a break of structure just yet. But when we came back up, well, it traced a little, then came back up. And we can consider that one a break of structure, or you can wait a little bit more and it gave you a clearer break of structure here. And you can look at a 5 minute as well to determine which one you rather use. On a 5 minute, it still gave you wicks. See it? It still gave you wicks. So you would use this move up here as your breaking structure. Then you will look for some kind of flip. So we got to close up, and you will look for some kind of flip to see if you see, like, you will see if you can get a bearish what do you call it, a bearish flip, which we got this up close and this down move. So from here to the high, change this. Yeah, close below, or you can use this one. We closed below, then we came back up. So if you took this entry, that would have been kind of like a weak break here from this, because we still didn't take out the 5 minute low that was here. The last candle that closed up, we'll be using that low. This will be the high. It just didn't trail it. But we didn't get a strong close below until here. All these different tools, man. All these different tools, man. So from this is the candle that really closed below, but from this high to this low is what pretty much gave us our move down to break structure of the low. So it came back up, tapped you in, and you'll be within here. You'll be looking for some kind of what do you call it? Some kind of gap if you want to try to take a sell, fair value gap. But this event, and since we've been uptrend, I do want to point this out. You see how ugly this was? Like, it was just kind of slow. This move, when we closed up above the high, this move back down wasn't one smooth, quick move. It was like it came down, retraced, came down again, and still didn't give you a strong close below. That's basically showing you like we were going to end up eventually going back higher, but the move down is probably going to be short lived. But came down, took out a low, then we flipped back up above the high that was put in. That sent it lower. So from this high to this low, then we got a gap put in here. And we have the market tap that in or tap into it after it closed above it, the high, came back down, tap into the gap, and you will be expecting higher prices through that. But then again, we've been moving all day, like pretty much all day we've been moving. Price has been moving up. So this could be a lazy 2 to 3 p.m. silver bullet. So just be aware of that. So that's what happened, or what we're having currently. But I can delete this. you can target this high as your initial drawing liquidity, then you would just have to trail your highs and lows for real, since there's really you have to go back a few days to even get a level. And all the levels from the last week we already took out. So yeah, yeah. Where do you think it's free? I'm not really worried about getting a trade right now. I just sat down and looked at a chart like 20 minutes ago. But yeah. So that's that. If you would have took this entry here, your stop loss would have been at under this low. But I do think we're gonna get a lazy 2 to 3. You know, obviously it was already last 2 days ago, but it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna most likely finish like that. But if you had it to take an entry, it would have been this one right here. That really even serve purpose for real. But if you trade it, it depends. If you trade ICT, this would have been like the entry. That really makes sense. Um, but if you're trading DTFX, there's hella entries in here that you could have took, but so I had this close below. This is the highest in the channel. High put in, low put in, close above, low swept. It's possibly could have been an entry, but you've been if you had a stop loss below this low, you've been stopped out. But you had it underneath the full zone, you've been fine. But this could have been the first entry for it to buy, because this move was on a 1 minute it was a actual close, but you on a 5 minute if you're trying to use a 5 minute along with it, this was the actual move that closed above or broke structure of the high that was previously put in. So this would be the previous zone for real. From this high to this low, and we got a break of structure, and this is the high that was put in. So I had to update my lingo or refine it. But if you watch my previous not zone, stream, that 8 hour long stream, you will see me be do this. This is a more of an ICT logic right here, because I'm not using the previous zone. I'm using the expansion move, or the expansion or the leg that just went up. I'm using that low to that high and trying to fib off on that. But and then you can use those levels as like potential, like just see what POI is letting around that. And I believe in my foundation videos I pointed that out, like or either I believe I pointed out in my foundation videos, but if I didn't, oh well. But usually the POIs I'm looking for is order blocks, imbalances / gaps, or just sweep of a low around that area. Like when I say sweep of a low, I'm usually looking for like those flat areas, like where you see double bottoms or double tops. What else? Usually with those, when you see double bottoms, double tops, it's usually aiming for the next zone right above it, right below it, before it comes back up. What else? Yeah, those are really the main 3 or 4 that I just named. So yeah. Hmm. Somebody grab a mop. It's getting sticky in his bit. Idiot. Y'all ain't see that shit. Or if somebody watching, I ain't see that shit. That shit was funny though. If you notice what I did. I don't like this price action within here. It makes it seem like it's about to take this low out. So traded to come here. It traded to 50% of the zone. This is kind of a messed up or lazy draw zone that I drew, but it got right around it and it jacked it up. But we should be trading through that. If I explained this on a 5 minute, it looked like the way I should have made more sense or being clearer. So just re-say it using a 5 minute. So whatever. So this is the low that was put in, and this is the high that I put in that low. When we have a breaking structure of a high, breaking structure meaning closed a closed a breaking structure meaning a candle closes above the high, not a wick like you see here. And yes, I get confused sometimes about what whether is this a breaking structure, is this not? But usually you want to push a candle that push like this if you have questions like that. Um, you want a candle that pushes like this, so just so you have no doubt on whether it is or isn't. But the two and just call when you mark these out, these circles, the highs and lows out. So that 1, 2, 3, just call those swing points because I'm gonna it's gonna be easier for you to understand what I'm about to say, or just go ahead comprehend what I'm gonna say. So call this swing point one, swing point two, swing point three. Swing point one is the first high that was put in. Swing point two is the low that was put in from the swing point one. And listen to the slow. You can go back and listen to it. Swing point one, swing point two, swing point three. So one put in the low, which is two. And two broke structure of one. So that makes two a validated low. A validated low means we're expecting when price comes back into it or near it, we're expecting to move back away from it to break the high that was just put in. And the high that was just put in is this high, which is 3. But you draw your zone, which this is the previous zone. This is ETFX. You draw it from 1 to 2. So from the previous high to the low that was put in. You draw it like that until price trades above, closes above, which we got here. This low, well, this candle closed above, put in, wicked up, and put this high in. Came down back into the previous zone, being left out. And just like how I draw my fib from the current impulse or the current move that's leading out of the zone, you can draw it from within here, the previous zone. So you can draw it like this and look for it, some kind of POI that's within here that price will like likely trade to take out. But here we got a low swept here, and we also had an imbalance sitting right below it. So that's multiple confluences. When I say multiple confluence, it just means you have multiple reasons why the market should go back in your favor, or is multiple POIs or PD arrays just being tapped into at once. And that's my understanding of multiple confluences, which like that's my words of explaining. But so we got this is a 30%. Well, for me it's 25%. I use ICT levels. This is ICT levels. You want to use Dave teaches this is 30. The 25% would be 30 or 0.3, and the 75% would be 0.7. But I just say 30% and 70% because it's faster to say, easier for me to say. So we're expecting this high since we got to tap into here or pull back into the zone. We're expecting this high to be taken out. If you didn't want to take this move when it just like swept below and got into the imbalance, guess what? You have a high on the 1 minute here that put in a low that what broke the high here. So guess what? You have a previous zone that you can draw. Change the color. Came into it. So and on a lower time, like if you keep doing this and just keep, getting more refined on us, these entries, like people can trade on a 1 second. I'm telling you that now. People can trade on a 1 second. What? Yeah, people trade on a 1 second. Stoic. Uh, but for me at this time, I really don't care about trying to get to a second time frame. I want to like I want to master what I'm looking at, and I'm actually cool looking at the 1 minute. We're taking a high right now, so that'd have been a win. So, but if you wanted to take a refined entry and I have a stop loss all the way down here and an entry up here, you could have took the tap of his like the zone, where you got to tap in, or where you got your last flip on the 1 minute. You could have took an entry off of that. So we have a push down, which we flip bearish up here from. This was the last up close candle, and we got a flip. Then we got to tap back in, push down. So that score like up, bro. What the fuck? I know I wasn't tripping, bro. So I looked over, little nut. But these squares be funny as shit. But this motherfucker is ran across, then it stopped. So I just you see me lean up. When I leaned up, I was just staring eye to eye, making like staring contest with the squirrel. But this is the shout out adhd. But this is the previous zone that you have 1, 2, 3. Pull back into in between 1 and 2. You can take an entry within here to see how you're expecting a higher move through it. Stop loss would have been below this low down here. Delivered. So it'll likely, since we got to move like that, it'll likely continue up. But let me see what it. God dang. You didn't hear that, but I'll try to be more PG-13 with it. I mean, get friendly with my lingo in here, but it's gonna be very difficult because these charts do piss you off, and so you gotta. For me, I gotta be able to let some shit off. But on a daily, this is a flip. Yeah, this high put in, this candle didn't give us a high. You have this high and this low, so you draw a zone like that. Just wait for it and move back into it. But we're at this high already from when? July. But it will likely just keep making higher highs and higher highs, higher highs and higher highs. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it just actually just made a new high, which makes sense if you look at it at the time. And actually, I can fix that beat. The beat I had posted, these nuts for prez. I can actually go back and fix it because this is what this is the pads that I had for it. Shout out that. So I can actually do that because I'm not placing no trade yet on my eval. I'll probably wait till tomorrow to do it because yeah. So yeah, that's what we have current live. And yes, I can look at other pairs. I do not need to only look at what's called indices. So let's look at this. AUD, Swissy. And I'm only using I went to this one because that was the first one I loaded up when I opened up my eval account or the broker or whatever trade locker. But here, what do we have? So we had this big push up. So let's just start from over here. So this was the high that was put in, and this is the low. So that's 1 and 2. I got see, and I like that we got this. And so on a 5 minute, so this is the high that you're using. This is the low, and you can use a horizontal line, a horizontal ray. That's what it's called on here, a horizontal ray. And just mark out the high and low, and just wait till you see it break a structure. And when we got the low put in, we just got wicks. So that's fairly fails. It's fairly failing to break structure. So when it fails to break structure, you're expecting it to go back. You're expecting the opposite end to be broken, or shredded through, or shredded too. Um, but when it got up to this high, it wicked. So that's another fail to break structure. So what I just say, you're expecting the market to come back into the zone the last zone that was put in. So and when you start being able to refine within a range, you'll start seeing better moves to take instead of waiting for the overall brick structure here to try to get a move in. And you'll start being able to see moves within here to catch the lowest part and take the exit out of it. But the only tricky thing is like with that is you're you gotta have enough experience. I can't emphasize this enough. You gotta have enough experience. Enough experience. Enough experience. And back like you gotta make sure you back test. Like that's how you build experience with that. Like you gotta learn to trust what you're looking at through back testing. Take it. I would say take 150 trades, winning trades. You can take because you're gonna take losing trades while you're back testing. 150 winning trades for you to gain confidence with it, or yeah, gain confidence with it alone. That is it. So if you're getting clapped, taking like using this strategy I'm showing you or whatever, you're doing it wrong. I'll tell you that now. There's something you're missing that like is making you lose. I'll tell you, I'm being honest for real, because when you use one-on-ones with it, like, bro, I'm gonna keep getting into that. When you use one-on-ones, you can make bread with that. You don't need one of threes. Some people can get one of threes. You don't need one of fives, one of sixes. You don't need all that. But one-on-ones pay, partials pay as well. But that's what I was saying. We had a failed to break structure here on the 5-minute here, and we came back down. And here's a zone, a high low. You can and a high put in, but it failed to break. Came back in, put in a high low, and you got to break structure over a high here. So now we're prices up here. So, but if you want to draw your previous range or zone, it would be from high 1 to low 2. You would draw that out. And if you don't get a move and it continues to push, guess what? That's an unmitigated zone. Okay. 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 That's Kevin Hart. If you're on my Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so currently you're expecting some kind of pullback deeper into here, but we have this huge imbalance. But then again, you use what I do. It's the ICT style or logic here. I use it from this low to the current high, the high that was just put in, and boom. You can actually use both, like draw fields both ways, like both styles. You can draw within the low and the high within. You can draw it from within the previous zone or previous range, whatever you want to call it. I mean, I'm gonna call it a previous zone so we won't get confused. This box is the previous zone. So pushed up, and all I did draw from the low to the high that was just put in that broke structure. So this would be 3. I would be calling this 3 for y'all. And that's really all it. I mean, I'm gonna make it simple. I mean, when you hear me say 1, 2, 3, just know there's swing points. So just like sometimes I might not mark them out. I'll eye it, but you'll see a box. You usually see a box around 1 and 2. Then that's what I was saying. How I draw the fib from this low to this high, you can also draw the fib from the low from within the zone. So you can have this left on. You can also have it drawn within the previous zone like this. And you can change the color if you want to. Oh, you make it pink. And the 50% of this and the 70% of this is near each other. So likely there's something sitting around that could be tapped into for you to go up. There's equal lows within here, around here, but you have a tiny gap right around that wasn't tapped into. And yes, that is enough to send a market screaming up. That doesn't mean it will, but it is enough for the market to sweep a low, tap into that, and go. But yeah. And just know, if you're switching from indices to forex, know that forex pairs move slower typically than indice pairs. But the same thing would have happened if Kamala got voted in. Who'd you vote for? Mm-hmm. And yes, you can use like the tiny ones within here, especially when you see it flip. Yeah, this last high I put in from this low to this high. But I failed attempt to break the structure higher. So this is the wick I was put in. This is the low that came down, but it didn't take out the low. It came back up, and we got a candle closure above on this candle that made put in this high here. Retracement, retrace back into the zone, and you see it move higher. But if you weren't paying attention to this and you didn't catch it, then that's fine. You'll be because most likely you would have been waiting for a deeper retracement into here. But just know what I said earlier. This is the unmitigated zone, so price could trading higher, but sometime later something might not be now, might not be tomorrow, but soon, like sometime it will come back down into the zone and it'll give you some kind of reaction or some kind of movement off of this. It can either consolidate within here, then it continue to break lower if we end up going bearish again. But you just got to know what the market is doing with it, or be able to know what you're looking for within the zone. But fuck 1 minute. You gotta close below, then close above. Well, on a 1 minute, you could refine it to this high to this low, move up, came back into it, then sink higher. But you just have to know in a 5 minute that you didn't get a close above or break a structure above the high yet. That was responsible putting even that was responsible for even putting in that low. The overall high responsible for putting over in the low. You just gotta wait on a 5 minute. So you have to be aware of that. But like I do use a 5 minute to help me be more patient within for some certain entries and stuff. But yeah, what do we get when we got to the high? We got a failure to break the above. So we could be digging back into here. Here, so high, low. We could give it a move back into here, possibly, to continue up. But we just gotta wait and see. Around the 30%, you have gaps around there. Around the 50%, so you have a gap from this candle's high to this candle's low here. You also have around 50%, you have a low that can be taken out. And then a balance right below that can be tapped into, which is also near the 70% area. And those really are the only things that could protect you from price coming back, take out the lows. But high, low, and this will be the range here. Let me change this color. White lines on here. But while we do that, waiting, like just chilling, watching price, looking at price, I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix that beat. Ooh, don't. Unplug my charger. Bruh. Laugh it off, man. No, we're not taking a card. Imagine that. Also, a reminder: when you do quality reps, you don't always gotta burn yourself out doing an exercise. You just make sure if you do try to do your best to have perfect form at every single rep. You don't gotta burn yourself out. You just gotta make sure it burns. You just do it consistent enough. Every time you do it, make sure it fucking burns. Like sometimes you can mess around with your head place when you're doing push-ups. I'm talking about push-ups. Because some people do shorties and have if you're gonna do shorties, you gotta make sure you do quality shorties. But when you're doing regular push-ups, some people say, "Man, I do 50." The whole time they're fucking form is shit. So no wonder, yeah, you can do 50, motherfucker. But when I do it, I try to, because I don't lift or do any of that stuff right at the moment. I'll explain why I don't. But when I do my push-ups, I mean, I squeeze my fucking glutes. I squeeze my glutes, my fucking abs. Then it's like I'm pulling myself forward. So it's kind of like a weird plank, kind of. And I just try to be consistent, like not consistent. That's not the word. Smooth with the movement, controlling. I'm trying to be controlling on the way down and way up. I'm not trying to like explode. Like I can do like when I do my explosive push-ups, I'm not trying to go up extremely high. I'm just trying to get my hands off the ground just for a second and come back down, coming down slow, and try to explode right at the top, not from the bottom pushing up, because you're losing like well, for me, from what I see or feel, you're losing that ability of coming up and just exploding. Like when you can just have a quick jolt with it. Like, I don't know. I like quick burst exercises, like quick like football type exercises. I like those, but conditioning wise, I hate those. But yeah, record yourself doing it. Suck my balls. um, but you can't see me over there, man. I don't know what to tell you because I'm not moving my camera. This laptop already got beat up by me once. And I was supposed to be doing this. But what do we get here? We got a failure. It failed to break higher on this candle. Right here. Delete this. We got failure closure here. Came back down. And this is the low that sent the price up. And we got a failure break, came back up, and we finally got a close here. We came back into it. Never mind. It's bullshit. Failure to close or close here. Put a low in. Got lower to it. So we gotta see if we're gonna come up to this high again, or we're gonna expect this zone to start coming back lower as a retracement. And none of these candles gave us a high within here. Like it was just flat areas. If you know, like if you notice what I'm seeing. Like there's wick put up in here, so that it gave us a high, but when it came back down, this up candle did give us a wick at the top, so it didn't give us a high, it just gave us a close there. The next candle just also didn't come up and give us a wick. So yeah, like it's small details like that also that can kind of give price away. You just gotta know when, like I'm talking about like even a small wick like this, it delivered a low, it gave you a low to look at or to refer to, but it didn't give you a high here to refer to. Sticky. That just reminded me. I also did come up with a little course for one of my beats. I had to let it come naturally. And I do it. I'm probably gonna like when I'm gonna have the beat, then I'm gonna have the actual like words to it, and have a different name for the song of it. So you don't listen, you don't like the words added to it. You can still have the instrumental to yourself. It's not that I don't. My words don't ruin it. Um, but hmm, I don't know. Something my post not posting, but it's whatever. I be trolling people, but who is? Um, think. And a lot of times I say I don't know. Let's see, because I don't want y'all taking ideas like try to take it straight off of me. Then if you lose, it's on me. So I be covering my ass with it. Even though I always start my streams like risk you take that screen. The risk you take is your own. Blah blah blah. Forex is a highly volatile market. Like and it like isn't like this explains all that shit. But yeah, I don't want to. I'm making sure people is like thinking for themselves when I say stuff like that. Because sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes I am sure. But you want to catch me fully calling out a move. Yeah, y'all have to be paying me for like some kind of signal service, but I don't plan on doing that. Even though I like it could get me out the trenches if I do that, but I don't want to do that. But let me go back to add this to my watch list. Where did I put it? I probably accidentally deleted it. I found it. That's what I've. Hopefully, it would let me do it. Hold on. So this is after two. But I can do what I need to. Yeah, I have no idea what happened to that record when I was recording it. Because there's nothing messing up within that. But niggas wanted me to rhyme. No. Spit some bars, nigga. What was it? Dope juice. I don't think I have that saved to here though. this? Because that was the one I was thinking of course with. So I might do a little something for it. So after Silver Bullet, we got the move out. So this is the low of it. This is the high, and this is the high that I put in that low here. So that's your previous range. So you already got to move, trade it up to it. Trade it down into it. Uh, and if you're trying to get precise or on where to, and all the knowledge I'm telling is free. You just got to be able to find it on their channels. I'm just playing, but you already got to for ICT. You definitely got to find it on his channel because there's so many videos that you have to sit through, watch, digest correctly. Um, when we have you're gonna keep having a better understanding of the market, especially when you're a beginner. So, or when you start getting the hang of it, you're always gonna start having a better understanding of it. And when you go back to the videos, you're just gonna have see what he actually means about something. And me being ignorant in my ways, I was thinking he would change, like not mention something, but then it would take me having to go through like deal with it, like or it would take me having to deal with a loss because of a certain thing. Then I'm watching a video of his, then I hear him mention like what not to do or how to prevent that or how to navigate through a said thing happening in the market. And I only noticed it because I like dealt with it myself in the market. So like you need that's an experience you need. Like and so yeah, that's one thing. So shout out ICT, Mr. Enigma. So you tap on the range up, like the impulse up. That's what I'm gonna start calling it. The impulse that broke structure. That's what I would call it. The impulse that broke structure. And that's what I would be referring this with this fib. Um and when I say that it's the low to the high. Or the validated low to the new high put in. We had came tapped into 50% and it was what was around here. We swept the low, but this wick down and failed to make a high. So we came back down, tested 50% of this or this wick to come back up to see if we're gonna take out the high. So mark out your high. If we don't get a body closure, so what? Fail to break structure. So you're expecting it to come back down to something to either take out the lows or to tap into something to help it to actually break structure. So what was around here? Well, this is a low that sent everything up, or the last low, high low. This is technically the last low before we got to break a structure. We got a failure to break on this black candle right here. I say black like that. Black. This last down candle, which so happens to be black. That close above before price broke structure. So you can use that low, and that's what this black candle here took out. Then we're starting to get a move up, and this looks like it put in a double bottom actually here. So let's see if it breaks structure with a body closure. So the 5 minute has 3 minutes left on the candle. The 1 minute has 15 seconds left on this candle. All right. So that's not, we won't count that at the moment. We're going to need a stronger candle. So this candle can come down, retrace into this small zone that was left behind. And I believe this is called one of the fractals, high, low, and close above. Also close above, quote unquote, close above a high, but it's not a close above the high that we're expecting. It's just a close above. Um, so this candle is breaking structure. Like it's helping. It's a push through, like the obvious push through, closing above. But let's wait till it closes because it's giving us a hard ass wick. Um, hard wick. My fault. I'm gonna start correcting myself and I start cussing on here just to be more self-aware with it when I'm doing it. Eventually, it will lead to me not doing it. Um, so we're not counting that as a breaking structure as in yet. So through my speaker, it sounds nice. Um, hey, I just thought of something funny. So you know, no, I ain't say it. This man, right? Uh, dude, Hey, what do y'all consider cheating? I'm very damn. I'm very uh what do you call it? I'm very uh what's the word? Not picky. Precise with it. Like I know what if it makes me question your loyalty, then I'm considering it cheating. For real. Especially you don't say shit about it. I mean I don't you're not wearing no other niggas clothes if you're quote unquote mine. You're not wearing another nigga's clothes. Especially if you got you know especially if you got bread. Like yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Especially if you got bread. You shouldn't be wearing another nigga's clothes. Um so that's uno thing. Uno mas that's uno one thing right there. And that's really all. Like for me, that's all it really can take for me to just say fuck it. I'm not dealing with this shit. You got like how many other niggas hoodies you wearing, motherfucker? But um, to me, that's something easy for me right there. I don't deal with that shit. Fuck you, got another clothes in your possession, even for it. I don't give a fuck you. It's cold. You better start shivering, build up heat. Whole team around, you don't got an extra jacket. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bull jive. I mean, bull jive. But to each their own. But in my own, I will not be dealing with that shit. What's the bane between this low and this low? But I'm using the low. The last low that was put in before we broke structure up. Then we immediately took it out. I believe it took a. I think that was Aussie Swiss that took a high. Me doing that. Mm. Okay, that's what we're doing. Clear that up for you. Actually, so if you use this low, you would not consider it break structure because how small the break was. or the close below it was. Low, high, low. This was the entry to come back up. Top 10 and top of the zone also in balance. So the high can be taken here. To the thick of it. So it's respecting it. That's what respecting 50% of it. And he still, when you see this close down, you can still try to use that logic of the impulse down, the impulse leg, or the impulse break retractor, impulse move. You can still use that to see if you can time it for another move back down. But just be aware, you got to flip down here, and you're expecting. We're being bullish, so we're still expecting higher prices. But we're right around a daily high as well. So we could close below it today, or come back below it today, the previous daily high, or the previous overall new high or old high that was put in. But you can we could come back down here, open, retrace lower, then continue our move back higher. Excuse me. I remember thinking, and yes, when you see me probably just like do stuff like that, my whole arm is fucking well, my arm is messing up or bothering me, but my shoulder is actually the main part that's bothering me. Um, I was attention span be shit. I'm gonna have to put like a sticky note right above my laptop. Be like, these are the words you substitute your cuss words for. Um, it was this beat. It was a dope juice. It wasn't off of It wasn't for Juice WRLD. It was because that's what adults call liquor to kids. That's what we call it when kids are around. Dope juice. And that was I think I tried an A for the first time when I was making that beat. And I was in the crib. I should have it. I believe I had the stream. I was not made the beat. So yeah, but dabba do. I know what I like. Oh yeah. Yo, that's funny as shit. Um, Somebody just said trading is so back, ready for Trump's tweets midday and all volatility to kick in. So if you have if you know what that dude's about to be on his phone, please let me know. Please let me know. Cause this nigga say fuck Russia or some shit. Then like he be market just scream lower or some shit. All cause of just that. That means you voted for him. Don't worry about who I voted for, but no, I did it. I'm about to be So we felt the broke higher. So we should see something lower. He's trying to blame Kamala's loss on Cardi and Megan. What the fuck? Their issue is separate from that. Is yeah, that shit don't make sense though. And no, I'm not even first ready to old shit. Like, I'm talking about with Cardi. I'm talking about current shit. Like, I don't give a fuck what you say about people kids. I probably said worse. Well, no, I know you're just more disrespectful than me, but I know I said pretty much a similar shit about kids, like as you said in your past. If it says on past, but my issue is the current shit. Chill out on them spaces. Yeah, I didn't even mean to join that shit for real. That's real trying to. I'm still trying to figure out a way to keep spaces from popping up on my feed the whole time. Like that shit get annoying. Anytime I'm not scrolling, somebody's on space. And it was 4:15, so yeah, we probably been just chill on that. Ooh, ooh. So it disrespected. You got your tap at 50%, but you was using candlestick structure. Um, you'll have to wait. You should have even been in if you was using candlestick structure because you didn't get a break back above, or yeah, you didn't get break above this high that was put in here. You just got put in this low. It came back up, felt the break higher, came back down, tested low, felt the break, came back into it, felt the break again, came back up, and gave you this huge move down. So if you lost that, that's a reason why. Um, and my fault. I wasn't looking at that. There's a lot of things going on. But it's tapping. Guess what? It came back eventually to the unmitigated zone. Got to go higher. So this move can give us this low here is closed below. It's traded through. This low here is traded through. Then we are flipped and we'll end up flipping. We'll call that flip. But we tapping in 50%. And what do we have? Actually, it came down to 70%. What did it take out of 70%? And I did call out these what did it I don't know what I be doing, like what hotkey combination I be doing, because I know I don't be pressing the minus key, but I had pointed out these equal lows here that could have been that can be swept when I talked about the 50% and the impulse 70% and the 50% of the previous range being near each other. Um, I pointed out like those lows can be swept, and we got it swept here. It's swept here. Just move down, and there's likely in a uh, oh high. Oh no, let me just give us a bounce from that level for real. At least something I don't notice. Let me look further left. Well, oh, never mind. There's a zone here. But yeah. That's the zone that could have gave you like a double tap, like came up, gave you a double tap here for a move up. But on a 5 minute we drop here to here, but it is what it is. You see what you can see at the time. But I wouldn't have if I was looking at his live, I probably wouldn't have noticed this zone here. So I put in, low put in, I put in, and it's failing to close above this last high here. It's getting sticky. Knocking at your door. You could be on your phone, make a beat, nigga. Shut up. Just kidding. I got you. Man, why'd it load up like that? There we go. What kind of team y'all feeling? Uh, let's see if it would generate a pack. My stomach would start hurting for real, but I can make it be. You have the thing over here, the speaker sitting in here. I could be on the toilet making the beat in your hair while taking shit. You already know the song name. What the song name gonna be? Shitty. I like that one. I didn't like the first one though. I still don't like that one. I only had a fucking kick. Well, I wouldn't be using that zone because I would be expecting price to trade through it. Since this is a zone that sent it up. If this is like a 4-hour zone or thing, then probably like till like tomorrow around afternoon session will give us a move out of there. But it keeps making dance floor pop. Do I have to delete that shit? Because that was a hip hop trap one that I was trying to generate. Delete that. There's some kind of bug within that shit. Um, let's see if this is what it do. I had too many projects. It's probably not gonna do much until around like 7 when New York pops off. Or actually, it could do something around 7 because this is an Aussie pair. AUD, JPY, and New Zealand pairs usually go off around or you move. They move more than other pairs uh in those times. By the way, if you didn't know. All right, so this one I deleted a whole bunch of shit. So this doesn't generate. I don't know what is going on with the app. These are 8 counts. Change, bitch. Uh, all right, bet. Since I want to do this shit, I'm about to delete every single one, bro. Because like it's not gonna be gone from years. Like it's probably only saved to my project because I changed tags in it. Let me listen to this shit's pissing me off for that I gotta do this. Um, it's not that I don't want to use. I can't use the packs they already have preset. I want to generate my own. Like, what's the point of having it if it's not gonna fucking work? What was this one? But this is when I created. So I found the pack I used when I created that Billie Eilish one. So that was some kind of that was like a trap eating. I don't know what I put with that because this is the lighter. That's not what we're here for. Hold on. Um, so I delete every single one except for that one because that one's actually my pack. Um, I didn't have much left to delete. So now generate. So actually go back. What BPM is and that's why they keep naming Chris Afro that shit. Minor. I believe the higher the thing was, the lower the alphabet was, the deeper it was. Or something like that. Major. And it will adapt to what is it, hip hop trap beat BPM. I should know this by heart already, but I don't. So it's most likely will deliver it at 1-to-1, even if you just got on tap, on the tap of the 50%. But it is moving slow. That's what I mean. It moves slower than. What do you mean it moves slower? You see the big ass drop, but it's not as it doesn't move as it doesn't move consistently as fast as an NDC's pair will move. But damn it. $40. That's not what I asked for. See, now I'm finna go back to whatchamacallit? Google. That's my browser. What's good? Find it. Oh, it's right here. Google. That go wasn't a bad one. Began. Show events. This would be, what is it, BPM trap. Alright, so it's saying the same shit. 140, 130, 150. Hmm. That, so I know what I'm gonna do. Like 45, 40. There's a few I could work with in there, so hopefully this works out. That sounds similar to one of the other ones. Bitch ass. What's the second one I really didn't like? I don't know why it would be doing that, but it popped up. Uh, so what? Uh, yeah. Alright, guys. Please too. Alright. So I forgot what quantize is. It lets it start on a correct beat, or when you actually try to have it, at least for me. get over 101. to deliver 101 came right back into this here. But the high is up here. Got this low. Have a low in this candle. Oh, repeated the same one.
I'm going to show you how to take audio that sounds like this
and turn it into audio that sounds like this, all for free.
So the problem is you have great video, but the audio, not so great. Either it was recorded with the built-in mic of your device, or you just have a lot of background noise or echo, or maybe you even have a high quality.
Do you want to take your audio from sounding like this? I don't know if this will work, but this is me playing wind noise. To sounding like this.
The wind noise is still playing. As you can see, it's pretty limited compared to before.
Without any technical sound mixing skill whatsoever, in seconds, for free, sounds too good to be true, right? Sounds. Well, stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, for filmmakers, audio is one of the hardest things to get right. It's why people like this exist. And it's also why audio equipment is so freaking expensive.
£550 for this.
And for solo creators like me, for whom it's pretty much impossible to monitor audio, it is just a really difficult thing to get right. So if that's you, I bet you filmed an entire segment of a video, or maybe an entire video, or maybe even an entire series of videos.
The audio is all this.
Okay, so it didn't lose quality. Shit.